I'm Mark Ostuic, livestock specialist with DuPont Pioneer and More Cutlet Seeds. Pioneer's fiber technology inoculants are the latest successful and proven addition in the silage additive market. These inoculants work hard to maximize your silage quality as well as your farm's bottom line. Each product contains crop-specific Lactobacillus homofermentative strains as well as Lactobacillus buchneri, and together they work to reduce your dry matter loss, improve your silage quality, improve the aerobic stability, as well as improve the fiber digestibility. Immediately after ensiling begins, these bacteria will work hard to drop that pH really fast. This reduces heating, excessive heating especially, and reduces your protein degradation. It also ferments through a more efficient pathway. And what this does is it conserves more of your sugars and drops your pH faster. The Lactobacillus buchneri really kick in on feed out, and they improve the aerobic stability by keeping your yeast and your mold at bay from growing. So when your face front is exposed to the oxygen again, it's keeping that silage cold and it's keeping all these bacteria from growing again. This cold silage will stay cold in the feed bunk as well, and will improve feed intake as well as maintain that overall silage quality.
My name is Thomas Reuter. I'm with Reuter Farms. The farm's located in Grunthal, Manitoba. This year's challenges have been excessive heat, excessive moisture, humidity, you name it, we had it. Despite all that, we managed to keep the cows milking. Big part of that is putting quality feed in front of them and keeping the feed from spoiling.
My name is Dave Plett. We live in Kleefeld, Manitoba, which is in the southeastern part of Manitoba. We started working with Pioneer because it was one of the first companies that we could buy corn from, and they're always very progressive in their varieties, and research and development is good. We always seem to have new varieties coming up that seem to suit our environment better. Some of the challenges with growing corn in Manitoba is the days that we have to grow it, and so they've been very progressive in getting those days down that we can grow better corn silage.
So I'm Donald Penner. We're here at Benner Holsteins from Steinbach, Manitoba. We've been involved in this corn crop now about for 13-14 years, and during those years we've always been with Mark. We really enjoyed working with him and his knowledge about the corn and so on. Well, the reason for starting with Pioneer is certainly because of its reputation. It has a reputation of growing tremendous corn, and also has a reputation of growing grain corn, something that the other competitors have trouble with.
We've been with Pioneer right from the start. They've been recommended to us by a good neighbor who's been growing it for a lot longer than we have, and I gotta say, yeah, he was right. There's yield data, there's test plots, there's local in-area yield comparisons.
I'm Weldon Plett from Sunny Lake Farms in Bloomenort, Manitoba. Our experience with the Pioneer inoculants, we started really using inoculants a number of years ago when all the corn was moldy. And we just decided we would chop it all to silage, and which would mean we had enough corn silage for 2 years. It was amazing to see 2 years later, coming out of the piles, it still looked like the day we put it in there. Like that stuff does an incredible job.
This inoculant has certainly benefited our farm because of its making the feed more palatable, and also the face of the bunker will not have nearly as much spoilage with inoculant than what we did experience before we started using an inoculant.
We would recommend Pioneer inoculants to other people. We do custom work for some farmers, and at those farms we have recommended it because of the results we've seen on our farm, and with the increased bunk life for our silages, and also the better corn silage faces we get on our piles.
As far as with the AFT and the CFT, we're definitely finding that we can cut back on our purchased protein and also cut back on our energy. That seems to make a difference.
An average herd feeding both 11 AFT and 11 CFT treated silages can save 15 to 20 cents per cow per day. When we're looking at a 200 cow herd, we're looking at saving anywhere between 11 and 15 grand. Then we add on top of that the improved bunk life as well as the improved upfront fermentation. And we can value that at an easy $5,000. So now we're looking at saving $16,000 to $20,000 on our 200 cow herd. How can you afford not to use Pioneer's fiber technology inoculants on your herd?